From Nashville's WSM Radio, the original home of the Grand Ole Opry, this is a Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast.
Hey, it's Charlie Matos, and in this episode of our Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast, we sit down with a terrific young singer-songwriter from Hope, Arkansas by the name of Mae Estes. A lot of exciting things happening for Mae. New music and a Grand Ole Opry debut performance coming up on March 4th. We would talk about that and a whole lot more. Enjoy our Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast with Mae Estes.
Mae Estes, welcome to Coffee, Country, and Cody. For people listening around the world and people watching on Circle Television, explain what they just saw and heard.
Well, that was last night, so it feels like 2 hours ago. My eyes are still swollen shut.
And where were you?
I was at Nissan Stadium getting to perform at the Opry holiday party for their staff. And I thought that was an honor in itself. I had just had my Opry intro, got to play some songs, and was ready to get out of their way. And they said, I think Josh has something to say. And Josh is my dobro player, and we're both from Arkansas. He's a great friend. And
Josh Matheny?
Josh Matheny. And they were like, Josh has something to say. And I was like, Josh never has something to say. Josh speaks
quiet.
best when he's playing the dobro. I was like, this is dangerous. And I knew it was something special then, and I'm not sure that I've processed it yet.
Well, please hold May 4th.
Yeah.
March 4th.
I'll hold
March
May 4th, too.
Okay.
You can come back see us again.
Repeat, lock it in. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Cuatro de Mayo. It's not this popular holiday, but, you know, we're trying to start something new.
You got to celebrate it all, really.
Yeah.
Saturday, March 4th, she makes her Grand Ole Opry debut, and that's how we got this segment started this morning, with that surprise invite.
Man.
Where does this musical journey start? How old are you? You're a little girl in Hope, Arkansas, the home of President Clinton.
Yes, sir. I say I'm sorry or you're welcome, whatever you need. Whatever Dolly Parton answer you need from me on that one. I started singing when I was
That's
7.
Good. Yeah, that's
my approach. I started singing when I was 7. I sang the national anthem at a rodeo I was participating in.
Wait a minute. Reba used to do that.
Just like Reba, except her journey has gone a little different than mine. So I'm waiting on my Reba timeline to kick in. This is a good step with the Opry debut. So yeah, I was pretty brave starting out. My mom ran the books and ran the sound, and so I was like, listen, Mom, that LeAnn Rimes tape, get that out of here. I can totally out-sing LeAnn Rimes, which still can't to this day. I admire that little girl's bravery. That's what we'll call it. And just became the national anthem girl around the Arklatex, which is Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas area, and got on every stage I could. Started singing on an AM radio show out of Glenwood, Arkansas, every Tuesday night. My parents drove me to Glenwood, which was like 2 hours away, and I sang on a front porch pick-in segment. So that was all the classics. And at the time, I despised it. I didn't want to sing Patsy and Loretta. I wanted to sing Carrie Underwood and Shania Twain and all of that. And now you can't make me listen to current country. I'm stuck in the 70s and 80s, and did not have the appreciation for it then that I should have. But just fell in love with country music, and I definitely was an entertainer from a young age. I like to be the center of attention, and I like to make people forget whatever problems they came in there with. And I'm big on carrying people's troubles and things like that, and music has always been the place for me to put that and put other people's, and I truly just kind of figured out that was my vessel, a God-given ability to connect with strangers, and I've been trying to figure out how to live off of it ever since.
Well, I have to ask, too, when you said you were doing the national anthem, about how many times do you think you have done the national anthem?
Over 100.
Does it still make you nervous? Because that's the one song everybody knows all the lyrics to. Everybody knows how it's supposed to go, right? Yeah. If you screw that one up, there's no faking it.
So luckily, I started at rodeos, and I don't know the last time you've been to a rodeo, but the livestock go absolutely insane the whole time. So it's like, oh, say, so that's it. I'm having some PTSD.
Oh yeah.
So
know it
that's
well.
kind of an icebreaker when you're.
That's awesome.
You're just hitting notes in between the cows singing. But I always sing it a cappella, and I don't know why no one helped me. And suggested a pitch pipe, because that was the hardest part, was finding a consistent key and starting in it. So while exactly.
Yeah.
And while the announcer was praying before I was going, oh, say. And then he'd hand me the mic and I'd go, oh, say. Yeah. And my mom's just videoing going, oh, no, she started too high. Oh, no, she started too high. And then we just prayed to God. And I'm just not even thinking of the words anymore. I'm like, the note's coming. The note's coming. I don't know.
You talked about wanting to be the center of attention growing up. Are you an only child or did you have siblings?
I have quite a few siblings
Do
that
you?
I've acquired over the years,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Had some siblings that I didn't grow up with, and we reconnected later. But I grew up with a younger sister who's 4 years younger than I am. So we shared a house, and I hated her guts for several years when we were younger. And then we hit a best friend stage, and that's actually another a God thing for me with my Opry debut is I have one nephew. She had a son earlier, and his first birthday is March 4th. So I'll be making my Opry debut on his first birthday, and I'm ready to sweet talk somebody into letting me sing happy birthday on stage to Lincoln because he's so special to me.
So Hope, Arkansas. How big is Hope? I'm just pulled it up here.
About 10,000.
Okay.
Give or take, and I think everybody there was born there and will die there most likely. That's how my dad is from there, and my mom's from Magnolia, which is about an hour away from there.
And how far is your house from Bill Clinton's boyhood home?
Oh, that's a great question. He's over there by the Sonic.
Well, of course he is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's so funny because when you grow up in Hope, like, I mean, there's signs everywhere about it, but it's just like, okay, I went to William Jefferson Clinton Primary School, and you just don't think about it. But people come from all over to tour his birthplace and his boyhood home. But yeah, I haven't ever even toured either of them, so it's no disrespect to Bill Clinton, but I guess it's an old little White House that's there, and a president was born there, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I knew I would like you before I ever met you, which was just moments ago when you came through the door, when you said, I'm just trying to make my mama and Keith Whitley proud.
Yes, sir.
And when Kelly and I both saw that, we were like, she's one of us.
Yeah, we like her. We like her a lot.
Well, I actually brought, I have a Grand Ole Opry book that my mom found in Branson at a pawn shop. It's from the 70s is when it was copyrighted, but I thought y'all actually might be the nerds, the country music nerds.
That would love it.
Could love on it with me.
That's the golden age right
We'll have
there.
to go through that, yeah.
TV had come into play as a part of the Opry broadcast in addition to radio.
I still have my, for my first time at the Opry, my souvenir picture history book that I bought as they were walking
That's what
through
they
the
call it.
crowd. With
Picture history
the
book.
souvenir picture. Opry Dan Rogers loves the phrase souvenir picture history book.
Picture.
Yeah.
Picture history.
Picture.
Somewhere he's cursing me right now.
All right. A lot of people heard you on a international level the first time with a thing called Thinking About Cheating. We're gonna do that. Are we doing that here?
Yeah, we're going to do the video.
Okay,
Got the video
we're
for
gonna
that
do the
one,
video,
too. Yeah.
and you'll hear it all over the world on WSM Radio. Is this an original?
It is an original. I wrote this with Alex Klein and Autumn McIntyre, and it's my actual husband in the video. So
Oh, cool.
that's super unhealthy for my marriage, I'm sure.
But don't you?
Pretty cool. Good for entertainment.
You have merch with this on, like shirts
I
with this.
do.
Thinking About Cheating.
It says been thinking about cheating with Mae Estes, and surprisingly, people are kind of scared of it. So I went down to Texas recently, and Texas was really into it. The women were buying it for their husbands. And I was autographing it saying, thanks for the good time, Bill, on the back. So we have a good time with it, and thank God my husband's a good sport, but
What's his name?
Chad.
All right, Chad. Here you go, baby. All over national television on Circle, all over the world on WSM Radio. Mae Estes.
Honey, turn off that TV. I've been waiting on the end of that game. Come sit at the table and I'll pour us a couple drinks. I got something that I gotta say. I'm just not sure how.
Coffee, country, and Cody.
Now there ain't no motel keys or sneaking around, just temptation that's weighing me down. I've been thinking about cheating. Though I don't
But right now she's thinking about playing the Grand Ole Opry for the very first time. Thinking about cheating. That's Mae Estes making her Opry debut March 4th. Again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So proud of you and proud for you. you are doing a takeover on Monday, February the 6th. Did I get that right? At
Yes,
Whiskey
sir.
Jam.
Getting
So
to
what does
take
that
over.
involve?
So Whiskey Jam's just kind of one of those rite of passage shows in Nashville. I've been here almost 8 years now, and so that was definitely right there with the Bluebird Cafe and the Grand Ole Opry and all of these historic places to get to play. In Nashville was Whiskey Jam because Ward Gunther has kind of built that up as a rite of passage in town. So I've been lucky to play it a few times on my own now, and then this is my very first time to get to build the show on my own and show off some of my friends that I think are making the kind of music I love, and even got a hero of mine, Sean Camp, to come hang out. So hopefully he shows up. But either way, him saying he was gonna was cool enough for me. So.
Well, you just got a text.
I got a text. We have a friend that listens all the time, and he said, Mae sang with us at the station in last month. She is so great. And that would be our friend Dirks. So he loves you. How about that? And I told him we're already obsessed with her. You've been here for 20 minutes, and we already are
Hey,
obsessed.
new merchandising, T-shirts. Dirks loves me.
Oh. I have a Hot Country Nights character ready to go. So all they got to do is make a call.
What's her name?
I'm ready.
Do you have a name?
I can't give away. Please, this is show business.
I know.
Some secrets.
Keep it in the back pocket. I like that.
Yeah, we talked about your journey to Nashville from Arkansas. There was a time I read where you had 3 jobs. What were you doing? What were the jobs?
Well, it's easier to tell you where I haven't worked in Nashville, probably. I graduated college with a degree that I've used for absolutely nothing so far.
Which was?
I graduated with mass media communication, bachelor's from Henderson State University in Arkansas.
You're communicating really well. I think you're using it. Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
Absolutely worth it.
I definitely am not scared of things that I should be scared of, I think.
Because you once wrote a bull, your manager Kendall just told me.
Yes, that's one of her favorite stories. I have raised a little hell in my day.
Did you make 8?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. Which means I should get to try again, I think. I made it about 3. That was how long it took the bull to turn left and me to hit the ground.
That would be 2 more than I would have. So
Same.
already you're a winner. Look at that.
Same.
It's a lot more cool when your name's just in the program and you're like, oh, I'm the only girl and this is awesome. And then you get back behind the chute and they put a helmet on and a mouthpiece and a vest and I'm like, people die from this. Cool.
What am I doing?
So got really lucky on that, and Mom didn't have a heart attack, but almost did. What was the beginning of that question?
Well, it was just what were the jobs that you were holding down when you had 3 at the same time?
I've managed a Victoria's Secret in a mall here in Nashville. I've worked at a pizza shop called 312 Pizza. I was a server at Tavern in Midtown for 4 years, which is kind of an industry hub. So once I started taking meetings, that was really fun because I would come in the next day looking like I'd been hit by a Mack truck, and they had seen me yesterday at a meeting being all artisty, and then I was like, what do you want to drink? Please don't recognize me. And then a special job that's kind of come around full circle is I worked at the Opry shop at the Grand Ole Opry House.
No kidding.
When I first got to town, and I have a name tag that says Opry and Mae, so I've been hanging on to that, and I'm
That's
going to
great.
wear it on the stage when I get to make my
Absolutely.
debut.
Oh, that's
Mae
so perfect.
Estes, if you just joined us. And you're going to play and sing for us right now?
I'm going to try. Yeah, I had quite a few tears come out last night, and it was surprise after surprise, but such a dream come true of a night. So give me a break on some vocals this morning. I didn't get to do my Mommy Made Me Mash My M&Ms. But this is the last song to release on my 6-song
Mommy made
EP.
me. What was that? Man?
Mash my M&Ms.
I thought that's what you said. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there's like a quick ghetto YouTube video that
I know the one.
I'm trying. Do you?
My kid uses it all the time.
Okay, it's
double
important.
bubble gum.
Everyone
Yep.
should warm up, but sometimes we're just, like I said, I'm doing good to brush my teeth today. I have mascara on for y'all. Here we go. But this kind of tells you who I am in a song, I think. I wrote this one with Autumn McIntyre and my producer, Paul Sykes, and it was based on an organic story. When I was going back home to visit family in Arkansas, they all still live in Arkansas, and I was driving to my parents' house and literally almost missed the turn to my parents' driveway just because I was so busy looking around and catching up on how everything had changed. And so that's the first line of this song. We got a song called Town Left Me, and it'll be out on my EP February 16th.
almost missed the turn in my mama's house. Just looking around at all the things that have changed since I rolled out. That brand new coffee shop used to be a gravel lot. It was the home game hangout spot, and now it's not. It's real clear to see, with or without me.
Wow.
What a beautiful personal story, but everybody can find themselves in that song, no matter
I've
if you came
learned
from a
that.
big city or a small town.
Yeah.
So even worse than people not recognizing me would be my family would do this. And I don't know if your family would do this to you. It'd be somebody I hadn't seen in 20. You remember who this is, don't you, Charlie? And I'm like, I've not seen this person when I was 4. I have no idea.
No, you're
They
telling
would
me
do-
that only gets worse?
They would do that to me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
man. Oh, yeah. And
so you
I
have
mean,
that to look forward to.
trying to explain the music industry, which I've been here almost 8 years and I don't understand myself still, and I don't think anybody ever does, but trying to explain that to your small town family back, I mean, when you move to Nashville, you're a country music superstar. You already have a record deal, right?
Right.
Just moving here is that. So it's been really hard to translate all of that.
I guarantee you they will understand Grand Ole Opry.
They
Yep.
will.
That was
I sure do.
97 years, and on March 4th, Mae Estes. What's your middle name? Is Mae your middle name?
Kathleen is another family name. So my great grandmother was Eva Mae.
Uh-huh.
So we took the Mae from that, and then Kathleen is another family name, and so I thought those were old granny names before I got old enough to appreciate them, but now I'm pretty proud to be Mae.
You referenced it earlier, your new EP, Before the Record, comes out on February the 16th. The new single is already out. It's called Run, and we're going to feature it right now as we close. So great to have you in studio. Delightful, instantly likable. Like we said, we knew we were going to like you because of your Mama and Keith Whitley line.
And Whiskey Jam coming up
Yes.
February the 6th.
And I'm just gonna probably lock myself in my house till the Opry debut just to make sure I'm prepared for that. So I have so much respect for y'all and WSM in general. So thank you so much for having me today. This is insane.
Well, we know you're going to wear your Opry shop name tag.
Yes, sir.
Kelly always asks about women in wardrobe.
Do you already have a dress?
Girl,
You know what
that's-
we'll talk.
I'm not. Yeah, I need
Real
help there.
talk.
I
Yeah, we'll
can
talk.
sing and I can write a song, and that's about the only skills. And ride a bull, I guess.
so no bull riding before March 4th.
Yeah, well,
Maybe March
okay.
5th.
March 5th, we'll celebrate. Yeah.
All right.
Lover, fighter, wild bull rider. Mae Estes in the house this morning. Set up, run as we close. You said
Yeah.
there's some great harmony on here that you had some fun with.
We did some super cool background vocals. My producer Paul really pushes me outside of the box. I lean traditional country, and we could have done this exactly how you'd expect to hear it, but Paul took it to a whole new, fresh level, and we mixed those traditional sounds with some cool, fresh sounds. And I'm really proud of something that I think I reference Paul with. Mutt and Shania. Maybe not the personal turmoil, but as far as the cool, unique sound that they've really.
The part where they got demarried, is that what you're referencing?
But the cool sound they stumbled on, that's what we're trying to recreate, and this song reminds me of that.
All right. Mae Estes, proud to know you. Thanks for coming to see us. Here's Run.
It'll have to have a stake so deep that I can't pull it out of the ground. And it'll have to have a chain real tight to make sure.
Thanks for listening to the Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And please leave us a 5-star review. This podcast was produced through the facilities of WSM Radio in Nashville, Tennessee. The hosts of Coffee, Country, and Cody are Bill Cody, Charlie Matos, and Kelly Sutton. Producer Eric Markham. WSM General Manager and Director of Content and Programming, J. Patrick Tittle. Copyright 2023. Opry Entertainment Group Holdings, LLC.